I lost 12 pounds.
Damn.
Gained a ton of energy. My energy levels were completely flat the whole month. No ups and downs from crashing after eating. I had a belly. A lot of people made fun of me, fat shamed me. I lost all my fat.
Oh man.
All the belly. I lost my love handles. I don't know if I'm going to keep eating like this, but it was tremendously beneficial. And I also have an autoimmune disorder. It's called vitiligo, and my vitiligo improved. I had a bunch of white spots fill in, so I don't know. I went into this thing thinking this carnivore diet was wacky, and I probably would think it's nonsense, but this is as good as I felt in a long time, and it's just 1 month.
Man, that's super encouraging. You know, the Joe Rogan experience, they call it, right? But this is now the Joe Rogan testimonial. So wherever you're at, and if you're doing the carnivore diet, you got to do what Joe Rogan just did, and you got to show the world what's going on underneath your shirt. So here I am in Davis, California, just whipping off my shirt. A lot of my fat has disappeared too. No more love handles. Feeling really good. Feeling jacked. Feeling tan. He said that he's been doing the carnivore diet, you know, since the beginning of the month. Same here. And my energy's through the roof. You guys know how much elbow pain I've had for how long? You know the F you and F your elbow video that I did? Remember that whole thing? My elbow ended my powerlifting career, and it no longer has the same amount of pain. The pain is still there. I'm not gonna lie, there's still some pain, there's still a little tension in there, but it's almost completely gone. I did a good tricep workout today. I had a lot of strength, a lot of power, and it's making me start to think, maybe I can start to push that bench press back up there again. Maybe I can start to work on that again because of how good I'm feeling from this diet. Sleep has improved. I feel like my cognition is better. I feel like my thinking is better. I feel just more focused on everything that I'm doing. Another key component to this diet is the fact that you don't have to be hungry on this diet. Most other diets that you're going to do, you're going to feel tremendously hungry on it. Now look, if you're trying to lose body fat and you're trying to lose a lot of weight, on any diet that you go on, there's going to be some hunger associated with it. And I like to use some intermittent fasting, but it's pretty mild. The amount of hunger that I have is pretty mild. I love what Joe said right there. You guys may have seen when he does UFC, he has some white spots on his hands, right? He's saying that that's improving. He's saying that that's getting better. That is just absolutely outstanding, and it's really cool to have someone like Joe Rogan be at some of the forefront of this. It's how cool is it to have somebody that's, I think he's about 50 or 51 years old. How awesome is it? How cool is it to have someone like that who's brilliant enough, smart enough to really listen and pay attention to what's going on out there. He listens to Sean Baker. He has listened to the Bell Brothers. He has listened to Jordan Peterson. I mean, he said it on his own podcast that me and my brother were an influence to him.
I'm trying it. And I'm basically trying it based on Mark Bell and Chris Bell.
I can't even describe to you how excited I am about it. It's giving me goosebumps right now because, you know, I'm very proud that me and my brother have gotten on the Joe Rogan show. We're just two kids from Poughkeepsie that used to love professional wrestling. And then we ended up on the Joe Rogan show. Like, that's a wild experience. And to have some influence and then see that video on how it's helping improve his life when it doesn't get any higher on top of the food chain than Joe Rogan, like, that makes me feel like $1 million. That is fucking fantastic. I've been having the same results as Joe, just as many of you have had. It's changing my life. It's changing my family's life. I got a text from my mother-in-law today that her blood sugar is at 105. So her blood sugar is continuing to improve. She is no longer on diabetic medication. She has been lifting weights. She has been inspired. She's doing her 10-minute walks all the time. Rosemary Bell, my mother, she has lost nearly 20 pounds. My Aunt Arlene has lost nearly 20 pounds, 18.5 pounds to be exact. My Uncle Jimmy has lost some weight on the diet as well. My cousin Steven has lost weight on the diet, I think 10 pounds. My dad, I saw my dad the other day. I said, "Dad, what are you doing? You look great." I went out to eat with my dad for breakfast with my son. And my dad goes, "I'm doing your diet." I'm doing the carnivore diet. He lost like 10 pounds. It really does work. It really is, you know, people, they'll always try to say that these things aren't magical, and I will always refute that. And I'll say, no, you know what? Like one of the greatest things that they do with magic is to make things disappear. If this is making disease disappear, and this is making body fat disappear, then this is a magic trick. You want your own magic trick, you got to try the carnivore diet. And it's not just for this month. I have extended out the challenge. So all of you, I'd love for you all to join in. The only difference with this challenge that's a little different than last month is if you can handle dairy okay, then we're going to bring in some influence of dairy. I'm also along the way going to allow for some keto cheats. So if you want to cheat with a keto meal, you want to go to a website like ruled.me and check out some keto bombs. I don't want you doing a lot of this. Maybe during the 100 days, maybe we can do it here or there. But we're going to still stay carnivore, maybe have a little dairy here and there to make the diet a little bit more enjoyable. We're starting Carnivore 100. I'd love for all of you to follow along with that. You can go over to my Facebook page, everything on there. It's all free content. It's Mark Bell's Carnivore Challenge, and people are policing and helping each other on there. They're being super supportive, and I'd love for you to join the cause, or you can continue just to follow me on Instagram, or you can continue to follow me on this YouTube channel. I'm gonna still be pumping out. I got a great announcement for you. I did all 31 days, I did all 31 videos, and I'm gonna figure out a way to do all 100 videos. Just gonna do them every single day, gonna post something about the carnivore diet every single day. Thank you for watching. Thank you for joining Carnivore 100. Strength is never a weakness. Weakness is never a strength. Catch you all later.